El techo de la vecina está prendido. Avísale bien rápido para que no te haga un lío. Para que se te tranquila, que hoy amanecemos y después vamos para el río. Esto es demasiado fancy, demasiado flow. No es para que te canse, es para que le dé con todo. Es que tú sientes algo raro, algo bien loco. Esto es para que dance, para que le dé con todo. Es que esto para que, es que esto para que, para que, esto para que.
Same soup, I just had to reheat it. Ain't know my name, I ain't had to repeat it. I'm with the ride with the blah blah. All that like Kel and Kenny. Yeah, I'm with all that. I'm with all that. All that? Yeah, I'm with all that. I'm with all that. All that. All that. All that. I'm with all that. All that. All that. I'm with all that.
So please watch your tone when you talking to me. Conde Garçon, Converse on my feet. Yeah, I just ate Bon Appetit. Young refugee, are you ready or not? We beat to rap with key beat to lock. Hand me my keys, then I skate off the lot. Enemies retreat before we the block. Early morning, late night, Jay Leno. Run me my cake or some. Don't be the last straw that broke the back on the camel. Y'all know where I'm from. Shoo, Dale Lamo.
Same soup, I just had to reheat it. Ain't know my name, I ain't had to repeat it. I'm with the ride with the blah blah. All that like Kel and Kenny. Yeah, I'm with all that. I'm with all that. All that? Yeah, I'm with all that. I'm with all that. All that. All that. All that. I'm with all that. All that. All that. I'm with all that. I'm with all that.
We checked your file, you are not. No. You never swap chili for EBT. In Vegas, my Chiefs Taylor Swift stay red T two pop. We be two rest, what nose be two. Moving won't leave like tennis that squat. The best advice come from villains. What it do, lil? Big back, tube sock. Fell in love with my mirror, everything your crew not. With the wood wop, get why?
Same soup, I just had to reheat it. Ain't know my name, I ain't had to repeat it. I'm with the ride with the blah blah. All that like Kel and Kenny. Yeah, I'm with all that. I'm with all that. All that? Yeah, I'm with all that. I'm with all that. All that. All that.
This is the NBA Finals, Game 2. The Pistons, fighting for their first win of the series, will try to even the score at 1-1 as they go up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. This is the NBA playoffs, and it's up next.
The NBA playoffs continue. Just two teams remain. They are battling their way toward this title. Game 2 of the finals. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. And a look at the starters for the Pistons. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Harden. Then it's George. Then there's Walker Kessler. And it's Smith in at power forward. And for the Timberwolves, Jared Allen is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Edwards. Then there's Reza Shea. And it's Morant in at the point guard. George passes to Harden.
An effective playmaker and the more efficient scorer. Harden continues to be a highly productive player.
Taking a look at Detroit, they've overcome a number of challenges just to get here. Now down 1-0. Greg, they face a huge hurdle.
And you know what? I think they learned a lot in game one. Playing against the best the league has to offer. They know they have to make some adjustments, keep everyone involved, and they have to hit the open shots they're getting.
You were talking about the adjustments before. I agree. The first one falls.
The scoring ability Harden brings is unique and next level.
And both free throws good for James Harden.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Giannis outside. There's the three. Cans it from downtown.
Developing the catch-and-shoot jumper. Giannis has done a nice job with that.
Morant against Harden. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Harden's got 5 now.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Edwards. Allen, a screen on DiVincenzo. To the paint. Tries from the block. Nice move. Allen's shot is off.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Allen against Kessler. Now here's Harden. Not a lot of room. Shot clock at 5. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Yeah, but the hand in the face. It's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Antetokounmpo, no good. And it's Detroit's ball. Here's DiVincenzo. Here's Kessler. It doesn't go for him. Excellent D there from Allen. Wound up there for Allen. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Allen always a threat, especially when you give him room to run. He's capable of banging it home.
Pistons have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Smith up top. Back to Harden. To the hoop. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 7 points in the game.
Guys, it's hard to shake Harden off his game. He's so strong and skilled. He keeps his balance right where he needs it.
Now here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
And leave it up to Morant to put on a show. What a spectacular dunk.
And that's life above the rim. Courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Detroit Pistons. They've come into this one after losing on Sunday.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the best shooters during the postseason. You look at Kessler, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks. And, of course, Jarrett Allen. He shows up in that same conversation.
And they've both been extremely hot from the floor. Great timing on their part to get it going in the postseason.
Harden left side. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
What a swat by Giannis. Love the force he throws those shots away with.
Here's Allen. And the shot goes in. Allen's got his second basket of the night.
Already finding his spots and capitalizing, playing really efficient basketball.
DiVincenzo passes to Kessler. Here's George. It's blocked, and that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
It's a different kind of defense teams play in the postseason. Much more intense, more in your face. High energy plays like that one are winning plays.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. 6 to shoot. Here's Harden. The offensive rebound. DiVincenzo passes to Smith. DiVincenzo with the screen for Smith. Pass to Harden. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. From deep, George. Detroit, no good that time either. The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Here's Antetokounmpo. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
When you look at the length of Antetokounmpo, it really makes it hard for defenders. As a matter of fact, most of the time, they have no chance to deal with it.
First one falls for him.
He is creeping up in those all-time conversations. Giannis has won regular season and Finals MVP plus Defensive Player of the Year. Quite the resume, and he is not done for a while, folks.
Free throws good from Antetokounmpo.
You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with, a beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his team. They all feed off of him, an attitude of joy and unselfishness.
Here's Risacher. Good, and the nice assist from Morant.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Back to Harden. It's over Morant. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Harden's got his third basket of the night right there. Morant against Harden. And Morant throws it down.
I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Outside, George. DiVincenzo against Edwards. Smith sets the pick for George. Fires for 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Minnesota leading by 6. Risacher with it. George picks him up. Pass to Risacher. Oh, here's Edwards. Allen with it. Giannis' screen on George. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, I tell you what, the long arms of Antetokounmpo are really incredibly lethal in the paint. Sometimes the defense really has no choice but to foul him and then hope he misses.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Minnesota?
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away that the inside area is their territory.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
Free throw good. Giannis. Beasley's check in for Rizachet. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Pistons trail by 7. Harden kicks to George. Pass to Kessler. Here's DiVincenzo. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And the three-point shot of DiVincenzo is dangerous. Defense cannot allow him to get airspace from there.
Morant passes to Giannis. And it's sent back by Kessler. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Kessler. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
Well, they didn't make it this far by giving up easy ones. And now their defense is in overdrive.
It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by DiVincenzo.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Yep, it counts.
George takes the contact, but good body control there allows him to finish.
Minnesota in the lead. Now, Antetokounmpo. 6 points for him. No good on the shot. Smith with the defensive effort. Detroit's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. And it's George missing.
It's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
And they pick up 2. Morant's got 6 points.
And no problem for Morant that close to the hoop. Once he gets inside, he makes it look easy.
And J.B. Bickerstaff has called a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Timberwolves making a switch here. Kamar is checked in, and the Pistons making a change here as well. Anunoby's checked in. Smith scanning the floor. Kessler finds George. Tries again, and it's good on the way in.
He's only 2 for 7 from the field, trying to work his way into some kind of rhythm.
Morant against DiVincenzo. Back to Morant. They get the rebound, and it's sent back by Kessler. And George kicks to DiVincenzo. Pass to Smith from past the arc. Jarrett Allen grabs the miss. Allen's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Now Beasley. He's guarded by Anunoby. It's Allen on the wing. Here's Kamara. Beasley outside. Just 5 to shoot. Anunoby sends it back. Morant against DiVincenzo. Outside, George buries the long-range jumper. George has got 7 points in the game.
Nice rhythm to that play right there, and George was ready to fire.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks. I caught up with Chris Finch. Coach said he knows the obstacles of playing against Paul George. He told me, you know he's going to have his fingerprints all over this game on offense and defense. Our goal will be to minimize how often we let him disrupt our game plan. We'll see how long they can keep George out of the picture. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Detroit.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And also, they're doing something you don't see as much anymore, and that is converting time and time again from the mid-range.
And that one misses.
A darn good free throw shooter. Smith doesn't seem to have a weak spot coming into the league.
A different look here for Detroit. Robinson comes in for Walker Kessler. And it's Bogdanovich in for Dante DiVincenzo. And he's good on the second.
I think he's the prototypical 4 in the modern game. Jabari Smith has an excellent three-point stroke, and he can defend multiple positions.
Here's Kamara. Nothing on the board. And the call will be against Jabari Smith. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Already his second foul. He's in danger of getting into serious foul trouble early in this game.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
And that block was something. It's the playoffs, and every possession and defensive stop matters.
Plumlee is checked in for the Timberwolves. Antetokounmpo comes in for John Morant. And Detroit with a change here, too. Hayes is checked in. Now here's Edwards. Over Hayes. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Edwards got it all tied up now for Minnesota. Bogdanovich with a screen on it. Pass to Robinson. Bogdanovich against Beasley. There's a screen by Robinson. Here's Hayes. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Oh, here's Edwards. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Edwards just doesn't allow defenders to bottle him up. Great focus and persistence.
Anunoby outside. Oh, Anunoby in position. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk.
Guys, I tell you, there are assists, and then there are delicious dimes. This was the latter.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
And here's Bogdanovich for 3. Rebound, Minnesota. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Kamare. Timberwolves passing it around. And here is Antetokounmpo. Giannis is double. Edwards looking it over. From outside, off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
George against Edwards. Anunoby with the screen for George. Here's the 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here he goes. Up again. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Pistons. The shot's good from Hayes.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Here's Beasley. Launches from deep. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. James Harden getting it done for the Detroit Pistons. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. Back right after this. And it's time for more of the NBA Finals on 2K Sports. What a time of year. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
The Pistons leading. Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second quarter. They've got Peyton Watson. Harden out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Robinson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And here is Antetokounmpo. James Harden getting it to go from deep. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Giannis swinging in. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
It's almost illegal. Somebody as big as Giannis shouldn't really have that quick of a first step.
Harden outside. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Pass to Plumlee. Now here's Giannis. Giannis says, get off me.
Boy, he is so dangerous from this area, guys. Even when Giannis is defended tightly, powers through it.
Robinson a screen on Beasley. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. The Timberwolves trail. Here's Beasley. He's covered by Watson. And here we go. The Pistons fast break.
What pace on the fast break from Bogdanovich. Getting out ahead and protecting the opportunity to score.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Pass to Beasley. Beasley sets a screen for Antetokounmpo. Going inside, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Let's take a look at the players who have pulled down the most rebounds during this postseason. Second, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Jared Allen, 4th.
Those two have been really aggressive in the paint so far this postseason. They provided the kind of rebounding you need in this atmosphere.
First free throw is good. Reza Shea, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Both free throws good for Giannis. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Harden against Beasley. Robinson a screen on Beasley. From deep, Harden. Plumlee with the rebound. It's a close game here in Minnesota. Beasley against Harden. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Maybe the most highly skilled big man in our league. Giannis is also one of the most frequently fouled bigs in our game.
Minnesota shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. He's off on the first. Second free throw, no good. The Pistons have gone 2 of 5 in the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. In the corner, Harden. He takes it in, and the layup falls. Harden's got 14.
A proven scorer. When Harden gets into a flow like this, he can pile up points.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants to talk to his guys. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Riza. He's covered by Bogdanovic. And that one's good. Riza-Shay's got his second basket of the game. And so it's Bogdanovic who brings up the ball for Detroit. Pass to Harden. Robinson sets a screen for Harden. And he's good on the 3-ball. Harden's got 17 now.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
There's the pick. Here's Riza. He's covered by Bogdanovic. And he uses the glass on the layup. Riza-Shay's got 4 points this quarter.
Oh, that's a great sign for Riza, proving he can handle the physicality of the NBA.
Harden against Beasley. From outside the arc. They grab their own miss. Watson's shot is off. The Timberwolves have gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. Now here's Giannis. He's covered by Watson. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Just 3 to shoot. Pass to Kamare. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Anunoby outside. It's Robinson high post. And here's Bogdanovic. Back to Robinson. The shot comes out. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. That's where Giannis wants the ball.
Giannis has tremendous physical attributes, but his confidence is something that separates him from most.
Beasley against Harden. On the wing, Anunoby. Robinson sets a screen for Anunoby. He gets that one.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
All right, man. It's this damn time. Get ready to finish like everyone's watching.
Minnesota making a switch. Edwards is checked in. Then for the Pistons, Walker Kessler comes in for Mitchell Robinson. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. Timberwolves have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. Plumlee with a screen on Anunoby. Riza wide open. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Detroit's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Anunoby kicks to Watson. Anunoby against Giannis. And here's Harden for 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 8 from the charity stripe here tonight. Morant, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Detroit also making some changes. Jabari Smith comes in for Peyton Watson. And Georgia subbed in for OG Anunoby. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. The Pistons shooting with 42% accuracy in the second quarter. Outside, George. Back to Harden. Out to Smith. Three-pointer. Good on the three-point shot.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
DiVincenzo against Edwards. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got 8 rebounds in this game. Smith with it. Picked up by Edwards. Harden right side. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. And now a 4-point Piston lead.
If the defense doesn't slow Harden down, he's going to continue to pile it on.
Giannis up top, covered by Smith. Antetokounmpo, no good. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Pistons. Pass to Kessler. Back to Harden. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Antetokounmpo's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on James Harden.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
That's good from Antetokounmpo. Chris Boucher's checked in for Mason Plumlee. And Detroit with a change here, too. Anunoby, he's checked in for James Harden. Free throws good from Antetokounmpo.
And you have to like the way he's attacking the defense, drawing fouls and getting himself chances at the line this quarter.
Now, here is George. He's got 7. Here's DiVincenzo. Morant with some nice D. Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Giannis passes to Boucher. And the dunk by Boucher.
You can see the evolution of Giannis as a passer. He's gotten good at thinking for himself and his teammates.
DiVincenzo kicks to Smith. Back to DiVincenzo. Kessler finds George. Over Edwards. And that one's good. George has got 9 points.
Stepping in from the line, George, very good and capable from mid-range.
Giannis a screen on DiVincenzo. Morant with a wide-open look. Drains it from beyond the arc. 9 points in the game so far. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. Smith sets the pick for DiVincenzo. The kick out to Anunoby. From the wing, Antetokounmpo pulls it in. For Minnesota, they've gone 8 of 12 since the start of the season.
Mercy, mercy me. That's all weight room right there. Edwards powers through the contact of the hoop and the arm.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Plumlee, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for the Pistons. He throw good, Edwards.
A superstar level talent for sure. Anthony Edwards is awesome, but I like his competitive spirit as much as his skill.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Take this chance now to show you the list of the postseason scoring leaders. The 4th spot held by Paul George.
And he's taken off on a tremendous scoring streak at the perfect time. I mean, obviously, he's established himself as a premier playoff performer.
The Pistons working the ball around now. DiVincenzo kicks to George. Five to shoot. Pass to Anunoby. Beyond the arc. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Here's Plumlee. And it's sent back by Kessler.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch. The game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintain more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Detroit with the ball. After the miss from Mason Plumlee, Bogdanovich no luck.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake with it.
Oh, and there he puts it down! Oh, my goodness.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the raft.
Outside, George. There's 1:54 left in the second quarter. No good, unable to end this run.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jumpers.
Really good point. I mean, you want to keep that balance, and attacking inside creates space for shooters, and having shooters creates opportunities inside, so it works hand in glove.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Outside, George to the middle, looking for Bogdanovich, and he gets it there. Second chance shot. No luck, they battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this course. Man.
Edwards. Out to Morant. They shoot again. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Morant's got the lead up to 10 now for the Timberwolves. The Pistons shooting a meager 37% for the game. Outside, Bogdanovich. Pass to George. Back to Bogdanovich. Outside, George. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. George has got 12 in the game.
Cannot let George get his feet set out on the perimeter. He'll bury it.
Bounce pass from Plumlee. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Edwards against Bogdanovich. Strong move inside by Edwards.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
Kessler passes to Bogdanovich. George looking over the floor. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We'll return shortly.
Get ready for the big half-court shot. One more, please. They're entering the shot. Give it up for the participants.
Welcome in, everybody. Game 2, and it's looking pretty good right now for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Hey, these guys are a bunch of artists, man. You know why? They live for the paint.
Oh, that joke was weak, but their play style is Diesel approved.
I wouldn't say the joke was weak. It just needed a capper. Checking out how the Pistons are doing in this series. I'll get straight to it, Kenny. Is this a must-win game for them?
They might not want to admit it, Ernie, but this is a must-win game. I look at this team and I think, if they drop this one, it's going to get into their heads and they're not coming back.
Stop it, Kenny. It's not over yet. They know how to respond when their backs are against the walls.
Well, I guess we'll just have to see how it plays out, huh? And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And glad to have you with us as we get going here in Game 2. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
Pistons trail by 9. You've got Anthony Edwards. Allen is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Morant. And it's Riza in at the small forward. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
And it's Morant missing. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. Off target from outside. Timberwolves leading by 9. Riza with it. Pass to Edwards. Edwards with a tough shot.
Composed and cool effort from Edwards inside. Not rushing himself or forcing a bad shot. Taking what's available.
Harden the pass to Kessler. And here is DiVincenzo. Edwards defending. Kicks it out to Harden. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. George has got 3 assists in the game. Morant outside. Here's Rizachet, defended by George. Lined up there for Allen. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Here's George. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
He's been racking up good numbers of free throws, shooting 8 for 11.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one.
And he's taking care of the hard part tonight, which is getting to the line. But he hasn't finished the job once he gets there.
Good on the second free throw. Now here's Harden. 22 points for him. Pass to Kessler. Harden against Morant. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut to just 7 on the basket from James Harden.
Harden so good at getting the shot he wants and making tough shots when he has to. Great agility.
Push it up 4 on 3. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Floats one. And it's Morant missing. Pistons trail by 7. Smith kicks to Harden. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's George. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 3 assists tonight.
George is really one of the most amazing players in the league, an all-NBA caliber player, and he's worked tirelessly on his shooting form, and now it's close to perfect. Only 20% from the field to start this half. To me, it looks like their opponent may have made some nice adjustments.
Knocked away. Allen with the ball. And it's Harden picking him up. To the wing right side. A 3 from Morant. Connects from 3-point range. Morant's got 14 points for the game.
And you look at how ready Morant was for that. He was on his spot, feet planted, ready to fire.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Here's George for the 3. Rebounded by Allen. Allen's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Defense better watch out. They better be alert because this guy can make threes, as we saw in the first half.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think.
Outstanding awareness and a terrific finish.
Now, here's George. He's got 14. George sets a screen for Kessler. A shot by Harden. Wide open. And the 3 off target.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
And it's Allen with the jam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleep.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And on the screen now is the 2K leaderboard with a rundown of this postseason's assist leaders. James Harden, number 1. Giannis Antetokounmpo, 4th.
I think these two guys are having a little personal competition here in the playoffs to see who will finish with the most assists.
So it's Detroit now, down by 12. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Kessler passes to DiVincenzo. Smith with a screen on Edwards. Now here is Smith. Antetokounmpo defending, and the foul called on Jared Allen. That'll be his second foul of the game. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
Well, they didn't make it this far by giving up easy ones, and now their defense is in overdrive.
Harden outside. Kessler setting the pick for Harden. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And that one's good out of Antetokounmpo.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Here's Smith following the basket by Giannis. Smith kicks to George. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Rizachet. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
It has not been his game so far. I mean, he's trying his best, giving great effort, but little has gone his way.
Back to Antetokounmpo. It's stolen by DiVincenzo. Throws it up high. It's all about Antetokounmpo. Rizachet with it, and it's Harden picking him up. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Looking like your classic wing. Zachary Rizachet is 6'8", long, and can hit threes. A real modern swingman.
Shoot 2.
The free throw drops for Rizachet. The Pistons making a change here. Anunoby's checked in. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. And so Harden will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. 15-point game. Here's George. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. 16 points for George.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by Minnesota.
George against Giannis. Back to Morant.
And going up strong inside demonstrates confidence. Morant not afraid to get physical.
This is his first free throw of the game. That's good from Morant.
And it's hard to pick a more electrifying player in the league than Ja Morant. He explodes off the floor.
Minnesota making a switch here. Beasley's checked in, and the Pistons making a change here as well. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for James Harden. And he makes both free throws.
Already an MVP caliber talent, Morant is all about continuing to get better, as well as competing for titles.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. Outside, George. Inside, here's Kessler. And Kessler throws it down.
There's PG creating for a teammate. Terrific dime drop.
Edwards with the screen for Giannis. Down low, here's Allen. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Allen's got 8.
Boy, nice mobility from the 5. Allen was very active offensively.
George against Antetokounmpo. This one for 3. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Paul George.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Now here's Morant. 16 points for him. To the inside. Out to Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Hey, we use the term explosive a lot, but Edwards, this guy is explosive times 3.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam King. So it's the Pistons now. Now DiVincenzo. Anunoby outside. And it's sent back by Allen.
Boy, elite shot blocking is what Jared Allen gives you night in and night out, both inside and even on the perimeter, too. He's an excellent defender.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And, Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I think the pass was even better. I mean, that was room service delivery at its finest.
Here's George. Jared Allen making his last shot. A nice shot by George.
Really difficult to contain Paul George in these pick and roll sets because of his speed. I mean, that's one element that gives him a great advantage. He's really good at making decisions in tight spaces and in these pick and roll situations.
And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And this is postseason play at its finest, refusing to give up shots here in the playoffs.
Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Detroit. Minnesota with the ball. 13-point lead. Edwards can't hit.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Antetokounmpo with the steal. And now the fast break. Edwards. Oh,
yes, sir. Yes, sir. My goodness. Boy, Edwards doing a nice job excelling in transition. Has a really good understanding of how to fill the lane and get where he needs to be.
Back to DiVincenzo. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And he makes the first.
Boy, the upside DiVincenzo has is obvious. I mean, now it's up to him to continue working on his game and keep getting better.
He's off on the second. Timberwolves leading by 14. Beasley with a clean look. No good with the triple.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
Anunoby passes to DiVincenzo. Fires from deep. Beasley with the rebound.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Pass to Morant. Allen outside. And here's Edwards with the teardrop. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Boy, extra effort by Giannis, the multi-time MVP. He's just built a little differently.
George passes to Robinson. Can't cash in from close range. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And Allen slams it in.
And you know, guys, all it takes is inside positioning. As soon as you give Allen that, it's pretty much a wrap.
Pistons trail by 18.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
DiVincenzo with the screen on Edwards. A 3 from Bogdanovich. Outside for George. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. George has got 25 points.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Now here's Morant for 3. Missed it. He's now made 6 of 10 from the field. Anunoby, good. Anunoby's got his second bucket of the game to go.
George with a fantastic look. Excellent job creating an easy opportunity for his teammate.
Edwards against Bogdanovich. Allen, a screen on Bogdanovich. Edwards, the bounce pass. Allen. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Earning a trip to the stripe that time. Allen constantly on the move, which makes him hard to guard.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. And that one falls for Allen.
And Allen impacts the game on all levels. This kid has what it takes.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Kamar is checked in, and it's Reza Shea in for Edwards. Marcus Sasser's checked in for the Pistons. And Allen drops them both. There's 48 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Sasser. Here's George. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, you really have to like how George uses his body effectively down low there. I mean, the defense pretty much has no choice but to foul him in that situation.
First free throw is good.
And you know, George is a tough cover. The length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult to match up with.
Plumlee is checked in for Allen. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Watson's checked in. And both free throws good for Paul George.
And what I love about Paul George, the production, year after year after year.
Plumlee dishes to Giannis. With the fadeaway. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And George kicks to Bogdanovich. Back to George. 1 second left. And the last-second attempt doesn't fall. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Timberwolves ahead. They lead by 13. From Target Center, back in a moment. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And on the floor for Detroit here in the fourth. Aiden Watson is out there with Robinson. Then it's Harden. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Anunoby, no good. Timberwolves leading by 15. Here's Reza Shea. And here's Edwards. They set the screen. 5 on the clock. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Edwards got 21.
Yeah, you know, once Edwards flips that switch, now he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
Here's Harden. Softly drops in the floater. 26 points for him.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Plumlee sets the pick for Reza Shea. Shoots over Anunoby, kept alive. Here's Plumlee, and finished off by Plumlee.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there.
Boy, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Beasley, the pass to Edwards. On the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Minnesota.
I love the way they're finishing, penetrating, getting downhill, taking the game to their opponents. They've been the aggressors, and that's been impressive.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
And Edwards, no good on that one.
So much confidence coming from Anthony Edwards. You can just see it. This is a guy who knows he belongs in the league and is hungry to be great.
Now, here is George. Anunoby with the screen for George. Count that bucket. George has got 29 in the game.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
And once again off the mark by Minnesota. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. DiVincenzo kicks to George. Jacks up a three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Plumlee's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Bogdanovich against Beasley. Pass to Kamare. Down low. And stolen by Bogdanovich. George with the ball. Covered by Beasley. Now, here's George. Defense is right there, and he makes good on the layup.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Here's Edwards. Oh, my goodness! What a play!
Beasley not trying to do too much or get too cute there. Just finding the open man in a simple fashion. Well done.
DiVincenzo passes to Anunoby. And here's George for three. Drills the three-pointer. George has got 34.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taken advantage of a really tired defense.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. Timberwolves making a change here. Allen's checked in. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. He told them, pedal to the metal. He's adding, we're ahead out here, but it's not over yet. Don't start celebrating in your head when there's work to be done on the floor. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Pass to Beasley. A three. It's good from long range. Beasley's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
Showing you the range. Beasley deadly from there.
Outside, George, a three ball. Another three for Detroit.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Oh, here's Edwards. Oh, good on that one. Excellent D there from George. Pistons trail by 14. Outside, Bogdanovich. Nice ball movement by Detroit. George, no good. The Timberwolves have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Driving in. Here's Rizachet. He's guarded by Anunoby. Shot clock at 6. Here's Kamara. A beautiful reverse layup. Kamara's got his first bucket of the night.
And this kid, Rizachet, is a team-first kind of player, willing to give it up to the open man.
DiVincenzo finds Bogdanovich. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Throw good, Bogdanovich.
And, you know, few guys play their role better than Bogdanovich. And by that, I mean, he's often exceeding expectations and giving his squad more than they asked for.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Giannis, he's checked in for Rizachet, and it's Morant in for Edwards. And Detroit with a change here, too. Walker Kessler, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. And so Bogdanovich nails both of them. Minnesota leading by 14. Pass to Kamara. Beasley against Bogdanovich. Giannis left side. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Watson, he's checked in for Bogdan Bogdanovich. Morant against DiVincenzo. Pass to Kessler, and it's in there.
A versatile guard, DiVincenzo is excellent at hitting his teammates in their spots.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Inside, and Antetokounmpo with the jam.
How about the springs of this guy, Antetokounmpo, also known as the Greek Freak? I mean, he just gets up off the ground like a rocket on these alley-oop chances.
Now, here's Anunoby. Back to DiVincenzo. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And so it's Minnesota with it after the basket by Detroit. Rocket 6 to the paint. Here's Allen. Oh, wow, man.
Did you guys see that? My goodness, Allen got crazy talent.
Now, here's George. Kessler screen on Beasley. From deep, George. Jared Allen grabs the miss. Allen's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Here's DiVincenzo. And it's sent back by Allen.
Yeah, you know, guys, this has been far from his best game. A disappointing outing for both him and the team.
Kessler against Morant. Beasley outside. Here's Antetokounmpo. Now here's Morant for 3. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Giannis has got 6 assists in the game. George finds DiVincenzo. Outside, George. Over Beasley. The shot by George, no good. Timberwolves leading by 19 points. Beasley, the pass to Morant. Beasley, the screen. And it's out of bounds. Well, they say it was last touched by DiVincenzo. Rizachet, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Edwards comes in for Malik Beasley. And then for Detroit, Smith checked in for Peyton Watson. And it's James Harden in for Anunoby. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there it is for him. Edwards got 16 points here in the second half.
And, you know, succeeding in the catch-and-shoot game will really help Edwards set up his drives to the hoop.
Harden bounce pass. Here's George. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
Well, you got to take your defense up a notch in the playoffs. He takes it up about 3 notches on this block.
Minnesota leading by 21. Outside Edwards. There's the triple. Rebounded by the Pistons. George has got 7 rebounds in the game. To the middle. Out the run. And the rejection by Giannis. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And that block was something. It's the playoffs, and every possession and defensive stop matters.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, I tell you what, it's been so much fun watching him do his thing out here. I mean, the game is looking effortless for him, and he's riding that wave of confidence and momentum, which has allowed him to completely take over and dominate.
Some players rise to the occasion in the playoff spotlight, and some wilt under it. We know which type he is. What a stunning night for him. It's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here. Harden finds Smith. Now Kessler. 6 to shoot. They need this one.
The tremendous length of Allen makes him almost inescapable. He has the shooter well covered here.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Well, I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
2 shots. DiVincenzo.
And the first one at the line is good. And so DiVincenzo nails both of them. So it's Rubio bringing it up for the Timberwolves. Pass to Tyson. Allen, a screen on Smith. Locked up there for Allen. Stolen by Kessler. Here's DiVincenzo. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. DiVincenzo's got 6 in the quarter.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
Here's Tyson, covered by Smith. Pass to Kamare. Here's Tyson, and again Minnesota will turn it over. So both teams making some changes here. .133 left in the fourth quarter.
And that'll effectively take care of Game 2 here in the NBA Finals. We'll be switching venues for the next one, but right now, an important win for Minnesota.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
They couldn't have asked for a better start to the NBA Finals. Once they close this win out, they'll be sitting in a pretty good 2-0 series lead.
Yeah, and obviously that's the perfect position to be in. They don't need to do anything differently in the next couple of games if they just continue to play their brand of basketball and don't get distracted. They'll be lifting that trophy in a few days.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Giannis.
And you have to love the effort he put forth on the glass. He played with the fire no one else could match as he chased down those rebounds.
And here's Plumlee. Following the three from Bogdan Bogdanović. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Beasley. Plumlee in the post. Robinson on him. And Plumlee kicks to Beasley. A three-pointer off the mark. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Bogdanović. It's Bogdanović on the wing. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. And this win puts them squarely in the driver's seat in this series. Up now break 2-zip with all the momentum on their side.
I mean, in fantastic shape right now. If they can capitalize on this victory and win Game 3, you can just about put this series to bed.
You got it. And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Thanks very much, Giannis. Great individual performance. I guess you're going for another MVP, huh?
Hey, you know, I try not to think about it that much. My mindset is do my job, do whatever it takes to help my team win, and all I care about is I've got to win.
Love the humble brag, man. Congrats on the win. Thanks.
Much appreciated, David. That concludes Game 2 of the NBA Finals. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.